Software re-engineering is the process of improving the existing software to make it more efficient and effective. It is the alteration of the system to reconstitute it in a new form. It positively affects software cost, quality, service to the customer, and speed of delivery. So, software re-engineering is a process of software development which is done to improve the maintainability of a software system. In technical terms, we say that software re-engineering is examination and alteration of a system to reconstitute it in a new form. This process encompasses a combination of sub-processes such as reverse engineering, restructuring, redocumentation, forward engineering, and retargeting. Why do we need software re-engineering? It is sometimes a cost-effective option for software system evolution. It is applicable when some but software re-engineering and legacy systems. Legacy systems are the old systems which are essential for business process support. Software re-engineering is concerned with re-implementing legacy systems to make them more maintainable. It may be the only viable way to ensure that legacy systems can continue in service. Advantages of software re-engineering include the following. First, reduce risk. As the software is already existing, the risk is less as compared to developing a new software. Reduce cost. The cost of re-engineering is significantly less than the cost of developing a new software. Reverse engineering basically involves three steps: reverse engineering, restructuring, and forward engineering. Reverse engineering is the process of recovering the design, requirement specification, and function of the product for performing analysis of the product. It builds a program database and generates information from this. Purpose of reverse engineering is to do maintenance work by improving the system and to produce necessary documents from this. Restructuring deals with rearranging or reconstructing the source code and deciding whether to retain or change the programming language. It should not impact the existing functionalities of the software but further enhance the performance and the maintainability. Forward engineering is the process of integrating the latest specifications based on the results of restructuring from reverse engineering, and so basically we perform the integration of the specifications. So on the basis of this, we have got the following steps in software re-engineering. First is the source code translation. In this, the source code is translated into the fact that we can derive necessary information and perform reverse engineering on them. After that, we have got the reverse engineering, in which the reverse of SDLC is performed so that we can perform analysis of the product. Third is the program structure improvement. In this, we perform the restructuring, or we try to decide whether we have to change the programming language in order to enhance the performance as well as the maintainability. After that, program modularization is done. In this, individual modules are considered and then work is done at the module level. Then data re-engineering. Data re-engineering means integrating the latest specifications or the modules that have been generated as a result of evaluation from the reverse engineering and the restructuring. Source code translation. It is a process of translating a source code from one programming language to another. The translated language may be updated version of the original language or a completely different language. Why is it necessary to have a source level translation? First, that there can be a hardware platform update. Second, the staff skills shortages is there, so we perform the source code translation. Organizational policy changes, and fourth, the lack of software support.
So we perform the first step that we perform in software re-engineering is the source code translation. The diagrammatic representation for the first step, that is the source code translation of software re-engineering, is shown below. In this we identify the source code differences, then we design the translator instructions. So after that we either translate the source code into the target language either automatically or manually. After that we perform the rest of the steps in order to obtain the re-engineered system. Reverse engineering is the second step that is involved in software re-engineering. It is the process of analyzing the software with the objective of recovering its design and specification. The program itself is changed by reverse engineering process. The software source code is usually available as the input. It is not same as re-engineering. The purpose of reverse engineering is to do the maintenance work by improving the system and to produce the necessary documents for the system. The diagrammatic representation of the reverse engineering process is shown. Here, the system to be re-engineered. First, the second step that is performed is reverse engineering. Here, either automatically or using manually, the system information is gathered. That is, we recover the design requirements in the specification. After that, by recovering all the information, documentation is performed in the form of program structure diagrams, data structure diagrams, and traceability matrices. After performing reverse engineering, the next step that is performed in software re-engineering is a program structure improvement. Program structure improvement is the process of improving the structure of the program to optimize the memory use and the lack of understanding of the software engineering. Here the program develops complex logic structure as they are modified during the maintenance. So in program structure improvement, we perform new conditions and associated actions that are added without changing the existing control structure. Here shows the diagrammatic representation of program restructuring system. Here the program to be restructured, an analyzer and a graph builder will be there to analyze the code as well as to generate the graph. After that we perform the restructuring of the codes without affecting the existing functionalities. After that the restructured program will be generated. Problems that are involved with automatic program restructuring include the following. There can be loss of comments, the loss of documentation, and may involve heavy computational demands. The next step that is performed in software re-engineering is program modularization. It is the process of reorganizing a program so that related program parts are collected together and considered as a single module. There are different types of modules that are created. These include data abstractions, hardware modules, functional modules, and process support modules. The last step that is performed in software re-engineering is data re-engineering or forward engineering. It is the process of analyzing and reorganizing data structures in a system to make it more understandable. Why do we have to modify data and programs in a legacy system? First, data degradation. Second, inherent limits that are built into the program. Third, due to architectural evolution. Fourth, it is expensive and time-consuming process. The diagrammatic representation of data re-engineering is shown. In this, first we perform the reverse engineering, that is, the analysis is performed by recovering the design requirement, specification and function of the product. Then the entity name modification, literal replacement, data definition reordering is performed. The data formatting, default value conversion, validation for modification perform. All these changes are saved in change summary table. The data conversion is performed, the data analysis is performed. That if we need to perform any kind of data conversion or changes modification, then that data is stored in a modified data set. Okay. In this way, re-engineering or forward engineering is performed. So we conclude by saying that software re-engineering is a cost-effective option for software system evolution. Software re-engineering consists of a combination of many sub-processes. Data re-engineering is different from software re-engineering. In fact, data re-engineering is a sub-step involved in software re-engineering steps. Data re-engineering is expensive and time-consuming process.